At that point in time, he knew that there is going to be an attack. Didn't he know that the first target of that attack would be the Strait of Hormuz? I mean, every expert had spoken about it. So didn't our Prime Minister know it? Went south for both US, Israel, and of course even Iran for that matter of fact. It is also going south for us because our gas, our crude oil is stuck in the Strait of Hormuz. Now we are trying to do all these talking. Our strategies, our policies were reaction based. There was no clear strategy. Sometimes we were seen associating with Trump. Sometimes we were seen trying to please Trump. Sometimes we were trying to get RIC in place, India, Russia, China group in place. Sometimes we were seen with BRICS. Sometimes we were seen with Europe. Sometimes we were all over the place. What direction were we taking? Were we sure about it? Are we sure about it? Same thing now. Namaskar. Welcome to another episode of Editorial. The question that I tend to ask tonight is, do we have a strategic international policy? Is a strategy in place when we deal with foreign countries, or are our relationship based on pure knee-jerk reactions based on whatever happens around us? Is that how it is? A lot of people may say that, listen, you know what are we talking about? Of course, India has an international strategy. We have a policy in place, all of that. Yeah, I mean, that's how it's supposed to be. But if you see recent events, I don't know. I get a feeling that somewhere down the line, most of our policies are reaction-based rather than a strategy-based. Now, let me start with today's tweet. Our Prime Minister tweeted this morning, wherein he said that had a conversation with Iranian President Dr. Masoud Pezeshkian to discuss serious situation in the region. Expressed deep concern over the escalation of tension and loss of civilian lives, as well as damage to civilian infrastructure. The safety and security of Indian nationals, along with the need for unhindered transit of goods and energy, remains India's top priorities. Reiterated India's commitment to peace and stability and urged for dialogue and diplomacy. This is what he wrote in his tweet. Of course, Dr. Jaishankar on 10th of March had a detailed conversation this evening with Foreign Minister Arachki of Iran on the latest development regarding the ongoing conflict. We agreed to remain in touch. This was our Foreign Affairs Minister. Our External Affairs Minister Jaishankar and his Iranian counterpart discussed issues pertaining to safety of shipping and India's energy security during their last conversation. Briefing media in New Delhi this afternoon, External Affairs Ministry spokesperson Ranveer Jaiswal said that both ministers have held 3 conversations in the last few days. I just read out to you 3 separate, 1 press release, 2 tweets. Now, all of a sudden, India is trying to engage with Iran. Engage with Iran because it is very obvious. Iran blocked the Strait of Hormuz. And we are going to face further problem if that strait is not opened for our vessels, for our crude oil, for our goods to pass through. We are going to face a severe problem. So now we are talking. Tell me, when our Prime Minister was in Israel, just watch this.
India stands with Israel firmly, with full conviction in this moment and beyond.
When he was making this speech, didn't he know that there could be a war? If he didn't, then what kind of relationship and transparency are we talking between us and Israel, where he went and committed our friendship and our long-lasting friendship and all of that? What is the transparency? If at that point in time he knew that there is going to be an attack, didn't he know that the first target of that attack would be the Strait of Hormuz? I mean, every expert had spoken about it. So didn't our Prime Minister know it? And didn't our Prime Minister and our External Affairs team and our entire strategic team know that if something of that sort happened, it is going to affect our supplies? Didn't we know that our safety of our people is also important? Didn't we know when we were sitting in Israel and being friends just 2 days before the war? What were we thinking? Weren't we openly showing the world that we are siding with Israel and US on this particular conflict? India has always historically been non-aligned. And now went south for both US, Israel, and of course even Iran for that matter of fact. It is also going south for us because our gas, our crude oil is stuck in the Strait of Hormuz. Now we are trying to do all these talking. Is that strategy or knee-jerk reaction? We start by going and being friends with Israel, by going and saying we give complete support, possibly also to kind of be good with the United States, strategy 1, and then things go wrong, then strategy 2, we go and we try to be friends with Iranian. We say that, we advocate peace and all of that. Why go and be seen as close to Israel on the eve of a war in the first place? We were close to Israel, there is no problem. We were okay with Iran too. We were non-aligned, which is fine, which is what we are, which is what I said. Don't you think this is knee-jerk reaction? That's why my question, do we have a strategy or are we just reacting? This particular incident was not a stray incident. You see, our Prime Minister had gone to United States. We had huge shows there, Howdy Modi and all of that. We remember this, don't we remember?
अब की बार ट्रम्प सरकार, I present to you my friend, a friend of India, a great American president, Mr. Donald Trump.
Ab ki baar Trump sarkar. This is what our good Prime Minister had gone and said. That is a sovereign country. We are a sovereign country. That is their politics. We are not supposed to interfere in all this. This is something that we should have known. Strategically, it is wrong. Strategically, taking side of a political party is wrong. But strategy didn't work. We reacted to that huge crowd and that happened around, hoping that Trump will come. Trump flopped. Trump lost. What happened? Everything fell. Now, again Trump came back. Again Trump came back. But Trump was not the same Trump that he was in 2020, was he? He was not so pro-India. A lot of channels, including your channel, told you that things are not going to be the same again. Things are not going to be the same again. And that's exactly what we saw. Again, our strategies, our policies were reaction-based. There was no clear strategy. Sometimes we were seen associating with Trump. Sometimes we were seen trying to please Trump. Sometimes we were trying to get RIC in place, India, Russia, China group in place. Sometimes we were seen with BRICS. Sometimes we were seen with Europe. Sometimes we were all over the place. What direction were we taking? Were we sure about it? Are we sure about it? Same thing now. First we go to Israel 2 days before the war, and then after the war, when the Strait of Hormuz is blocked, we are trying to talk to Iranian foreign minister, trying to talk to Iranian president, trying to talk to the world. Isn't that a straight flaw of our foreign policy? Thirdly, I think somewhere down the line, I don't know whether there is a direction that we want to take this country to as far as international relationship is concerned. I think we have mixed politics, we've mixed individual ambitions, and we have mixed international relationship. It's all mixed up. Decisions are taken keeping in mind all these factors, all these three factors. And when you keep in mind personal relationships, personal ambitions, and political ambitions, and international relationship, national interest, you tend to be reactive rather than a strategy. You tend to be reactive. This is what I conclude. This is what I think is happening currently. Let me know your reactions and let me know your comments in the comment box below. Till I see you next time. That's tomorrow at 10. Namaskar.